What's up, YouTube? It's Hello Scott. This video was inspired by money, why I have 3 jobs and hate it, and now I'm going to do my version of that video, why I have 2 jobs and love it. Now, before we even start talking about me, even though the fun thing is I used to have 3 jobs, but we'll get into that. Before we start talking about me, let's start talking about you. You're probably confused as to why I love having 2 jobs, but let's start with you. Chances are, I'm gonna tell you a pattern that there's a very high chance that you did if you're around my age, early 20s. So you get a job because of the pay, you're excited, you stay for a while, and then you find some kind of complaint. Oh, I don't like the hours, I don't like the manager, I don't like the coworkers. Find another job, find more pay, more whatever it is that you go to that job. You're happy for about a month, and after that you start complaining. Leave that job and go to another job, and keep leaving jobs 5, 6 times. I want you to realize something. You're going to be doing that for the rest of your life until you're 48, and then when you're 48 you'll realize, damn, I've had 20 jobs, and now because I kept job hopping I can't retire. That's what you'll realize at the end of the day. So unfortunately, to tell you guys the hard truth, you will probably damn near hate something about every job or won't like something at every job. You probably will. There is no perfect job. If you're not working for yourself, expect to be annoyed, stressed, or pissed off on a daily. Just automatically expect it. You work for somebody else. Remember that. You're getting paid. You'd be lucky to be getting paid 1% of what they make a day. Let's say they make $1,000 a day off you. You're getting paid $15 an hour if you're lucky. You're a slave and you don't know it. You're a slave and you don't know it. Now, here's why I love having 2 jobs. See, I have a lot of bills, and I don't think I'll be working for the rest of my life. And having 2 jobs speeds that up. Now, I will admit that in the course of having 2 jobs, I've had how many? Probably maybe 7 or 8 jobs by now. 7 or 8 jobs. That might sound kind of contradictory to what I was saying earlier. But the thing is, I actually stay at my jobs at least 6 months minimum. There's except my first job. The only thing with that was literally when COVID hit. So I was only there for 3 weeks and I was 16. So you can't help that. But literally any other job I've been there a 6 month minimum. But here's why I say, at least for me, I need 2 jobs, and you should probably seriously consider it. So think about this. I'm going to give you average bills. Let's say you didn't move out yet and you don't know. If you get a new car and you get an apartment, let's say you do it all by yourself, right? That is automatically $2,000 a month. So if you're someone who was in a similar situation like me, you need 2 jobs. Now, you're probably going to say, oh, why didn't you get a roommate, and why didn't you just get a car that was already paid off, an old car? For one, if I didn't get this car, funny enough, because somebody tried to steal my car, if I did not get this car, it wouldn't be here right now. So I can't even get mad for how much I paid. I let that go. Now, for the apartment thing, now everybody has friends. Okay, why don't you get a roommate? Here's my philosophy, right? Here's my philosophy behind it. I don't want anybody to tell me anything if if I'm paying to stay there. A significant amount if I'm paying to stay there. So, and on top of that, I'm pessimistic, so it's hard to me to rely on people I don't already know, have been knowing, or don't trust yet, or kind of flaky and finicky. So for example, let me give you an example why I didn't want a roommate. Let's say you're rooming with your best friend, your friend, or whatever, and y'all 6 months in is going good. Then one day he comes at you, man, bro, look, I can't afford the rent. Can you pay this month for me? I'm going to want to slap the piss out of him. I'm going to want to slap the piss out of him. So to avoid that altogether, because whether you think your friend will do it or not, it doesn't even have to be their fault. Life happens. What are they getting at? What are they getting at fault accident? Then what? Life happens. It don't have to be their fault. So to avoid all that together, room by myself. Do I regret it? No, I don't regret it. But also, to go along with another reason why I have two jobs, if you work harder now, you'll work less later. So if I if I work, you know, twice as hard as the average human being by 30 or maybe even sooner, depending on my plans, I may not have to work anymore at all. So let's just say I make 4,000 a month, right? Let's just say that. Could be true, could not be. I could save 1,000 and put 1,000 toward, what I want to invest in. And then the other 2,000, that's all bills. So if I'm saving 1,000 and putting up 1,000, and let's say I was in stocks, right? Let's say I was in stocks. If I put 1,000 towards that and I know what I'm doing, won't be working much longer. There's a bunch of, well, some of the YouTube videos, I don't know, but if you know what you're doing, because there's books on it. If you know what you're doing or what you're investing in, you may not have to work much longer. And crypto, that's kind of finicky too. I'm not gonna lie. Say what you want to, but 99% of crypto is a scam. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you say. 99% of crypto is a scam. The 1% is Bitcoin and things like similar esque, or if you're going to DCA or buy coins or save. Other than that, the shit 99% a scam. Believe what you want. I don't care. Yes, I'm into crypto. I have my own small investments and all that stuff, but be very careful with that. You can lose everything easily. You're gonna get into crypto. So, like I was saying, imagine if you had two jobs making 4,000 a month. You save 1,000. You put 1,000 toward what you want to invest in. How long do you think you're going to be working if you actually know what you're doing? How long will you be working for someone? Think about it. Just think about it. These two jobs could be my last two jobs ever. Now, why didn't I get there sooner? I had to mentally grow and develop. Now, also bills hit too. Bills hit very hard. One time my car insurance doubled, and then I think my energy bill doubled. It just, life can happen out of nowhere. Cause it was at a point where I only had this job that I'm at now. It was so bad. I was stressing so bad. So let's say, I'm pretty sure it was January, February, right? I'm used to getting overtime, 50 hours a week or something like that. As slow as now, I'm barely getting 40. Then my car insurance double because I'm in my early 20s and I'm a dude and we drive reckless. Fun fact, 99% of males do some kind of damage to their first car. Fun fact, I actually believe that. So, where was I again? Man, how did I forget what I was? Okay, so I had to remember what I was talking about. So pretty much, yeah, back in February was losing hours, and like I said, my bills were 2,000, but they went up to 2,300 because my energy bill doubled and my car insurance doubled because of my age. So at that point in time, since the hours went down, I was only making 2,000 a month. So I sat down, I was like, huh. So my bills are about to be 2,300 and I'm only making 2,000 a month. That was the most stressful time of my life. But you know what I did? I got up and I did a little finesse with Walmart. So I was at Walmart at October 2023. I took a leave, and because I didn't want to just quit, I took a leave. Fun fact: if you take a leave at Walmart, all your points go away within the speculative time of the leave. But be careful, because my leave was so long that they could have fired me, but I kept my job because either they forgot or they didn't care, or they was like, maybe there's a 1% chance he'll come back, and I did. So I went back to Walmart. It was unhealthy because I was working this job 45 hours a week, then Walmart like 38 hours a week. I was working really like 6.5, 7 days a week. And I say 6.5 because it was overnight. But yeah, I had to do it though. I had to do it. But now I don't need Walmart because I'm telling you, working 80 hours a week is not fun. If you're going to do two jobs, I would say aim to make, well, I'm not going to say that because that's different for everybody because everybody can't do the same things. But I'll pretty much say this. If you don't want to work for the rest of your life, work as hard as you can now. If you're at least 16 years old, it might be hard for a 16-year-old to get two jobs, especially with parents. But if you're lucky, because more likely you'll be able to do this when you're 18. But let's just say in the perfect world, if you're at least 16 years old and you can get two jobs, try to work two jobs and like save up as much as you can. Like I'm talking about, try to live off 100 a month if you can. Imagine how much money you would save. Let's not even do the 4,000 a month thing. That's just because I'm in a solid position. That's really average, but again, putting $1,000 a month toward what you want to invest in, that could change everything. So let's just say I just realized most 16-year-olds can't even work two jobs because of school laws. So just pretend I said 18 every time I said 16. You're 16, you got two jobs, you make 3,000 a month. That's more possible. So you're doing that. You might not have bills too if you live at home. So you could imagine putting 2,500 or 2,000 to what you want to invest in, or save it all and wait and save up and do a big investment and going. This is a bunch of different things you could do. If you sit down and save the money, you do not have to work for the rest of your life. But you're not going to listen to this. What you're going to do is you're either going to, if you go to college, that's fine. I'm not going to speak too much on that, but just be careful what path you choose, because you'll end up right here back with me with that fucking fish pottery degree that you got, that arts and science degree, that human studies degree. You'll end up right here with me. You'll end up right here with me. So be careful what you do in college. So I'm not going to speak too much on that. I believe we're not going to talk about that. But look, I'll pretty much say it like this. Try your best to get two jobs. I really recommend doing Uber Eats or DoorDash. If you can't drive, don't do it. You're going to kill somebody. Like, if you can't drive, don't do it. Uber Eats or DoorDash for a second job. I do Uber Eats like 6-7 days a week. I do that like 6-7 days a week. So I'm just eager to get out of my situation, because like I said, nobody wants to work for the rest of their life. But all in all, I love having two jobs because it gives me the ability to leave my situation faster instead of job hopping like everybody else, just to stay there for the rest of their lives and realize, man, if I was still 18, 19, 20 years old and I would have just got two jobs and just maybe saved for 1 year and invested in what I really wanted to, I wouldn't be here right now, ready to quit and go to another job again for the 35th time. Really think about that. Really think about that. But I know everybody's situation is different. You may not be able to make the same amount as me. You may not live on your own. You might not have this. You may not have that. You may not have a car. So, like I said, everybody's situation is different. But if possible, if it's me, since you're young, try to get two jobs. I would not go over like 70 a week. 80 a week, you're going to be falling asleep on the road and damn near crash. That's why I quit Walmart, because I almost got in an accident because my work schedule was so bad at Walmart. Okay, let's say the job I'm at right now, it fluctuates between 10 hours, between 10 to 12 hour shifts. Let's say I get in at 7. I might get off at 7, get there at 7 a.m. I might get off at 7, 8. Then I got to be to Walmart by 10 p.m. And I don't get off of Walmart till 7 a.m. Now, did you notice something? I get off Walmart at 7 a.m. Got to be to this job at 7 a.m. What does that mean? How much sleep do you think I was getting? I was lucky to get 4 hours, and that's if I slept every lunch. So be careful with your schedule. I would not go over 70 hours a week. Even if you could make 4,000 a month with 70 hours a week, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not healthy. It's not. I'm telling you, try to maybe 70 max. The money's not always worth it. But at the same time, unless you want to work for somebody else the rest of your life, go ahead. Now, if you could do 80 hours, go ahead. My limit is like 70, 75. My limit is like 70, 75. So, why I love having two jobs is it just gives me the potential and the ability to get out of the 9-to-5 world where I don't have to, do this for the rest of my life and then wonder, Where'd all the time go? While I'm 48 years old with 2 kids depressed. That's not happening. That's not happening. And let me answer this final question because I said I would. Why did I have 6, 7, 8 jobs and the 3 job thing? So I'm just gonna answer that real fast. So, said my first job, that was CC's Pizza. I lost that because of COVID. Second job, shoe store. I stayed there for like a year and some change. But while being there, I got on that Walmart. Stayed at Walmart from, what was it, March 2022 till October 2023. That's when I went on a leave to get to this job. I went on a leave for this job, but then I had to go back to Walmart because of the bills. But oh wow, I skipped like 2 jobs because I was at TJ Maxx, another shoe store, and then I tried to do life insurance, TJ Maxx, and Walmart overnight at the same time. That's a story for another time, because boy. But that's pretty much it for the video. If you don't want to get 2 jobs, fine, just job hop. Or if you have a really secure job, that's fine. If you make 6 figures, that's fine too. If you want to keep working for other people for the rest of your life, that's fine too. Whatever makes you happy, man. This is just my thought process. And if you're in the working world, this is what I suggest that you do while you're young. Because once you hit 30, I don't see too many 30-year-olds working 2 jobs unless they have to. Because the older you get, the more your energy goes away. Because now I can get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep and still be okay at work. As long as you can do that, you'll be fine. But I pretty much went on blabbering for 17 minutes. But if you like the video, subscribe if you want, no pressure. And hopefully I inspired you to get 2 jobs. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I pissed you off. I don't know. But thank you, Monty, for inspiring me. And I'll see y'all on the next video.